Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ask Amber, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your base / locomotion layer. It's going to be in your playable layers right here, your base, and this is going to be how you set up your prone, your crouch, and your standing idle, as well as the preview for what your avatar looks like when you're trying to select it in your menu. With all that being said, let's get started. So first I'm going to go over a little bit about blend trees and what they mean for the avatar locomotion layer, and then I'm going to show you a fix that is actually really genius that you can download for free, created by WetCat and a few others, and I will have that linked below. But before we get to that, let me talk to you a little bit about blend trees. So if you go into the folder that is the VRC SDK, you go into examples 3 and you go into animation and controllers, you will see that there is a locomotion layer set up for you right here, and if you double click on it, you will have this setup right here. This is going to be your basic standing, crouching, and prone. But as you can see, when you look in the standing and you look at the motion, it's not just a simple animation, it's actually what is a blend tree. So if you double click on this, it will open up this blend tree. Now when you click on this big box right here, it will show you not only a preview of your avatar, but this blue situation right here. If you want to see your avatar in this little box, all you have to do is go to your assets and drag your FBX right into that box, and then you can see how the animation affects your avatar in particular. So going back to the animator, I have this blend tree right here. As you can see, there's a lot of different animations in here, and basically these different animations have a different point on the blend tree, and when you move this red dot around, it will center around these other points and activate these different motions. So for example, let me make this a little bit bigger. When I move it around, it's going to go right into my walking mode and what it will look like when it's walking or running, different things like that. And then the center is going to be the static animation. So if you wanted to change your idle animation and the static animation, you will just have to look in this list and find the proxy stand still, which I have already replaced, and you can see that it will update in the blend tree right here. So once you have that in there, you can go back to your locomotion layer and do the same for crouching. So in your crouch blend tree, when you click on this, you can see I've replaced my crouch with this particular crouch right here, and it will show you a preview, and you can see what your crouch looks like when you move into walking to the side or anything like that. The exact same thing is with prone. So all you do is you double click on prone, you click on the locomotion blend tree, and then you can see these different prone animations that move into crawling and back into prone. Now this is a very simple way of doing it. When you do have this set up as your base layer, it will basically use the default motion, whereas where you can do crouching and it goes into the little like crouched walk, or you can do lay down and it goes into a strange crawl. But a lot of people don't really like that very much. So back to the locomotion layer, when you change the blend trees within here, you can see that in the animation there's controllers and there's blend trees, and in these blend trees are going to be where you can also change these things. If you want to export your animations and your base layers, make sure you include a copy of these blend trees as well as the controller, because they go together. This basically references each blend tree and makes it so that you can go back and forth from standing, crouching, and prone. Now there's a couple of problems that people have noticed with 3.0 avatars. When you're crouching and you go into the crouching walk, it sometimes can be quite awkward looking, and especially when you go from prone to crawling, it can look very strange. So there is a fix for this. I found this in WetCat server, which if you haven't heard of WetCat, they're a very talented avatar creator that I highly respect, and they have gotten together with a few other people. Here is all the credits right here. This Gumroad page will be linked in my description. I have obviously already downloaded it, but you can click to download. It is absolutely free, but if you want to donate a few dollars, I'm sure that would be very much appreciated. And basically here's a lot of instructions on how to use the base layer, but I'm going to go over it really quickly with you. So basically, some of the benefits of using this particular locomotion layer are that the locomotion for walk and crouch blend seamlessly with each other. This is one of my favorite features though. At a certain height of your headset, full body tracking locomotion will get disabled, meaning your avatar will return to how you are in real life if it is currently roughly at the lower ribcage area. This means it will disable your strange crawl or your prone animation. So basically, if you're wearing full body tracking and you're laying down and lounging and you move your avatar forward, it's not going to hop weirdly into a crouch or a crawl or any kind of animation. It will stay as you are and just move you around, which is absolutely amazing for full body, because when you move and you don't have this, it's extremely strange looking. I also appreciate that jumping and falling does not have any sort of weird animation, which is the same as 2.0 behavior, so you won't have any of that weird like jolting landing whenever you jump. There's also the benefit of locomotion speeds being adjusted just like in VR tracking, so that means no more tiptoeing while going slow, which is absolutely amazing because that looked super strange and weird, and I'm really happy that that's gone. There's a lot of other benefits that feel free to read all of these benefits and instructions and go ahead and download this, and I'm going to show you how to implement it into your project. So back in Unity, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import that WetCat locomotion fix, which we have right here. They call it "We Fix Your Problem," which I think is absolutely hilarious. So once you open this, you'll see that there are a bunch of blend trees in there that they have included, as well as an animation folder. And this animation folder is awesome because it has a bunch of animations for you to use, which are already set up in your locomotion layer when you first download it. You're also free to change all of your animations, but these ones are included with the locomotion fix, so you are free to use these as well. So as you can see, here is the controller right here, and if you look, there's a lot going on. So basically, if you want to have an animation in your preview window, this means when you open up your menu and you select an avatar, before you click change into avatar, there will be a preview of your avatar on the left, and you can add an animation right here. I'm not going to mess with anything up here. I'm going to leave these exactly as they are. And down here, these ones are going to be activated when you're on desktop, and these ones are going to be activated when you're in VR. So basically, I'm going to double click on desktop and it will take me into this blend tree, which is included in this folder. And as you can see, I have changed my standing animation, and this animation is going to show up when you're in desktop standing mode. So this is going to be your idle animation. Basically, this is very similar to what I showed you before, except for this has a lot more detail in it to help prevent some of the uncomfortable and awkward movements that happen in VRChat with 3.0. So back to the locomotion layer, I can change my crouching, and as you can see, I added the same crouch that I like to use. This particular crouch animation is from Sam, and feel free to join their Discord server. I have linked it in the description below. Also, there are a lot of really great animation files on WetCat server, so that will also be linked below. Going back into the locomotion layer, I can then choose a prone animation for desktop mode by clicking this big blend tree right here, and then the one on the top is going to be the pose that you want for prone. I've chosen to use the one from WetCat that they've included. I really like it, so I'm just going to keep it there. Back into the locomotion, you're going to do the same thing for VR. So basically, double click, check it, and then you can choose a standing animation, you can choose a crouching animation, and you can choose a prone animation as well. Now this locomotion fix I highly recommend. It is absolutely free, and it actually makes it super easy. All you have to do is download the files, choose what you want for your preview and for your desktop and your VR, leave this one alone. And then there's another important step that you need to remember. Once you have added this locomotion layer to your base layer, you're going to need to scroll down to this where it says lower body and uncheck force locomotion animations for 6-point tracking. You must have this unchecked for it to work. So make sure that this is unchecked. Add the animator layer to your base layer right here, and there you go. Your locomotion layer or base layer is completely ready to go, and all you have to do is upload, and you will absolutely see the difference when you upload your avatar. Again, I highly recommend downloading that file. I will have it linked below, as well as links to my server. If you have any questions, you can ask it in Blender and Unity help. If you're looking to get this model, she is on sale on my Gumroad, which is also linked below. She has a lot of cool cool features. So if you want this particular model, feel free to head on over to my shop. And if you like my videos and you want to support my channel while also getting an avatar every month, a full Unity package, as well as tutorials, FBXs, and a lot more, head on over to my Patreon. It really means a lot that you guys support me and my channel and that I'm able to continue making these videos for you, because I really appreciate all the support I get from all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I'll see ya in the next video.